Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. I'm pretending it's Tuesday, but it's Wednesday. Yeah, as you might imagine, I'm slightly sleep deprived. Not only because of puppy, but puppy pickup was long. It's in good weather and not stopping. It's a 12-hour drive one way. So as you might imagine, that's not what happened. What time did we leave? We left at about 3:30 on Friday. Didn't get into the hotel until about 2 a.m. Slept for a bit, then drove 4 hours, go pick up puppy, 4 hours back to the hotel, slept, and then made the trek home on Sunday. And as you might imagine, little Bean has a lot of adjustments. We got to meet his mom and a couple of the other bull terriers she had there, and they were just they were gorgeous. They were awesome. Evan wanted to make off with one of the other females, Stormy, what's her name? And she was just adorable. Nova in front. Good. Oh, okay, right. So we're at the straight road. Weather's good. I'm hoping to be in between rain showers. That's the goal here. Poor Archie does not know what to do with this poppy thing. Good boy, Archie. So that's what I like to see in a situation that makes a dog uncomfortable, is that they come into my space because they know I'm a safe zone, and that shake off at the end. Beautiful. Anyways. Hey, Miss McBean. Hey, Miss. Come on, kid. You're not usually hanging behind there, buddy. I don't know what you're up to. I'm keeping an eye on your mischief tail. All right. For those who like a head count, we're 11 today. We've got Luna up at the front there. I think that's Stella. Yeah, Stella, Poppy, Tucker, got Archie, Maggie, Cosmo, Newton, Bailey, Nova in front, Hamish, Kronk, and Nova. So that's us today. I have to say the Monday walk was really good. It's like they all knew that I was just absolutely exhausted. So it was my favorite kind of walk, which is when I don't have to say anything. Everybody's making good life choices. Bailey. Funny, I should mention good life choices. Hamish, keep up with the group, kid. He's like, you don't know. There are good smells, ma'am. There we go. Okay. And I had intended on this week's video to be sort of like a precursor to what you're thinking about, or what you should be thinking about before getting a puppy, as I said last week. But puppy is had. Puppy is here. So he's 8 weeks old. And instead, we'll talk about what we're doing with a brand new puppy. So first off, I want to say I would never recommend an English Bull Terrier as a first puppy for someone who's never had a dog before. They are not a beginner breed. Nova in front. Thank you. But if this is your heart dog and you've done the research and things like that, for us, Murphy was half English Bull Terrier, and that's sort of how we fell in love with the breed. When I first started training him, we adopted him a bit later. Not too much later, he was still a puppy, but you couldn't train him with food because he had some OCD behaviors in the beginning. And you give him food, and that's as Tucker lays down in a lake. Good. This is why I have towels in my car. Because you're not wet enough running through the wet foliage. That's fine. Hey, Mish. Put something in your mouth other than grass. Good boy, Newton. Yeah, so a lot of stuff happened all at one time. And he was ready to go earlier. Bailey. Good. Earlier than we anticipated. So we had a bunch of things that we had to take into consideration, like the fact that we would have to stay in a hotel with a puppy, right? And we are not the kind of people that like are discourteous to, or just don't think of the people around us. Like, my thought is always, I want to make sure we're not waking anybody up or causing anyone any hassle. And now he did definitely whine. Like, you gotta think this sort of situation. Oh, jeez. I know, Nova in front. Good girl, you're fine. Like, you're basically taking a baby, because he's a baby and he doesn't understand what's going on, from his mom and his siblings, who that's all he's known so far in his little life. Yeah, I see you went in the water. I see all of you went in the water for reasons that are completely beyond me, but I'm glad you're having fun. Luna, that is not your play. Thank you. Not that it mattered much, because by the time we made it back to the hotel, it was 9 p.m. We were exhausted. The puppy was exhausted. He's been really good in the car so far. But like, that sort of stuff can change day to day to day when they're puppies, right? So we were very lucky for the drive home. He was good. And he is, of course, not a fan of a kennel, because puppies are not fans of kennels. Now, Kronk was a super easy puppy. We put him in the kennel at the end of the bed the first night. He whined for, I don't know, 15 minutes-ish. He sang us a bit of a Frenchy opera. Luna out! Archibald out! Kronk! Whatever it is. You are way too interested in it. Let's go! Nova in front. Thank you. Good girl, Poppy. I see you. There we go. Okay. What was I talking? I will say my brain is still not completely online, but we're getting. Oh yeah, Kronk. So Kronk was such an easy puppy. He truly was, and he was how I knew that this one was going to be something else again. But honestly, as I say, it changes day to day to day. So the first night we were home, there was tons of singing. We got very little sleep, but it has to be done. Like, this is one of the things you just kind of have to muscle through. So we kept him in the bedroom because it's helpful when he hears us breathing. We had Kronk with us, so he had a dog to model after. And once he calmed down, he was a lot better. Like, when he calmed down enough to sort of observe what was happening around him, he was fine. But it's that panic, right? Archibald, thank you. Good boy, buddy. Good. Okay, go. Nova, in front. She's like, you don't know. Yeah, and it sucks. But that was the first night. Second night, he slept pretty well with the occasional, like, I'm still here, please let me out whine. And then last night, he did a little, like, I'm awake squeak at 5:30, but didn't give us the I need to pee squeak until about almost 7. So tonight, I'm going to see if I can push that to 7:30, because that's about the time the whole household wakes up anyway. And then I'll know that we're on a good routine. And that's sort of the main thing to keep in mind. There's a lot of mud up here. When you're talking about super, like when you're talking about house training, when you're talking about kennel training, all this is just routine. So we stick pretty close to our routine. He's been eating well. He's eating like a little monster, which is what we want when they're puppies. He went from licking everything, now he's biting everything. That is also normal and something we're going to have to work on. We have daily outings with him, even if we're exhausted, which has been happening. But daily he's going for a car ride. We're socializing him, and I mean that in the trainer way and not in the, oh, he must say hi to a bunch of other dogs, because that's not good for him right now, right? He doesn't have all his shots. So I'm not taking him anywhere where... Newton, that's a no for me. Thank you. I'm not taking him anywhere where he could... Kronk, what are you doing? Sir? Can we not? Thanks. So he has a sling that he's fond of. So he's observing the world from his sling currently, which is perfect. That's what we want. And he went from being literally terrified of everything and even whining as he was walking, right? To now he's into everything. And that's just in the matter of a couple of days. Like, who knows where he'll be at next week. But that is all, that's what we're doing. And if you've taken puppy training with me, you may recognize a lot of this stuff. Like, a lot of this starts with our, oh, Poppy, are you tangled? Okay, hold on, I'm coming. Poppy. Oh, good girl. Okay, there, go. That's all you needed. Go on. And I will say, it does help having a solid dog when you have a puppy, because they do tend to model as much as they can. But of course, it's a delicate balance, making sure that it's not just the other dog that has value to the puppy, that we have value to the puppy. So, Newton, Kronk, whatever it is, no. Thank you. Trouble tales, I tell you. All right. So that's sort of where we are with Baby Shark. No name as of yet. We have some top, honestly, I've just been too tired to really like observe his personality and figure out what would be good. We have like, I don't know, 3 to 5 forerunners, and we'll pick from those, I think, unless he shows us a completely different name that he wants. But that's where we're at there. And he'll have his first vet appointment just to get him checked out on Halloween. So on Tuesday. So that's exciting too. Apparently we get bonus points if we bring him in costume, I was told. So that's my goal. Okay, I'm going to have to calm this down. So I'll leave you here. As always, if you have questions about this or any other video, you know what to do. Please take a second and like, comment, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. And otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you are having as much fun as your dogs are. Cheers.